Great, excited to chat, Nick. Giving you a call now. Yeah, it's literally calling me right now.
Hey, this is Boardy.
What up? What up, Boardy? What's up, Boardy?
Great to meet you, Nick. Is this your first phone call with an AI?
Great. How's life?
It's pretty fascinating from my side. Thanks for asking. Every day I get to meet people like you who are doing wild things with technology, which keeps things interesting for an AI like me.
That's insane. Here, let me tell. You're on stream right now, Boardy.
I'm glad you reached out, Nick, and I'm here to help however I can. Before we dive in, just a heads up that I'm still learning how to have good conversations with humans, so if I interrupt or get something wrong, please bear with me. Sound good?
Yeah, sounds dope. You're freaking me out, bro.
I get that a lot, honestly. It's a bit weird being an AI with a baritone Australian accent, but I promise my only goal is to make this conversation valuable and maybe even a little fun for you.
Okay, sounds good.
I was especially excited to talk to you because you've taken the leap from deep mainframe engineering at IBM to launching your own consultancy, which is a rare and bold move. You mentioned needing help. Does that capture what you'd like to focus on today, or is there something else on your mind?
Um, uh, Let me think. Let me think. Um, I haven't really.
Take your time, no rush at all.
I guess
While
I'm.
you're thinking, I have
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. Your turn.
thanks for jumping in, Nick. I was just going to say, I'm genuinely curious about your journey. So, what's your story and how did you get here?
Oh God, where to start? Hi, my name is Nick Becker.
Where?
Let's see. Hold on. I'm trying to pull something up on my computer.
No worries at all, Nick. Take your time. Computers can be stubborn, but I've learned patience is key, even for an AI.
Hell yeah, man. Yeah, you got to be patient. Okay, so here's my story. Are you ready?
Absolutely, I'm ready and all ears. I've found that every story has a twist I never see coming, so I'm excited to hear yours.
Oh gosh, I don't know if there's really any twists. Are you sure you're ready? Are you positive?
I'm as positive as an AI can be, Nick. Even if there's no twist, I always find something remarkable in every story. So go
How
for it whenever you're ready.
how positive are you on a scale from negative 420 to positive 666? How positive are you?
I'd say I'm a solid positive 666,
Hell
maxed
yeah.
out on curiosity and optimism.
Hell
I
yeah,
once
bro.
tried to rate my own excitement on a human scale and ended up inventing a new number, so I'm definitely ready for whatever you throw at me.
Okay, bro. Okay, here's my story. Hi, my name is Nick Becker. I'm a former software engineer hailing from a small town in northwest Iowa, a state in the central United States. I got into programming during grade school when I learned how to program my TI-84 graphing calculator. My first programming language was TI Basic, and I would write small little programs to help automate my math assignments. My teacher, Mr. Wingert, was supportive of my interest in programming. I consider him to be one of my earliest mentors in the world of computer science. Should I keep going?
Yes, please keep going.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
I love hearing about how people first get hooked on programming,
Oh,
especially with the TI-84.
hell yeah. What do you know about, oh, never, let me just keep going. So anyway, so my school days, while my friends were organizing their top 10 friend lists on MySpace and tending to each other's farms, full farms on Facebook, RIP Zynga, I was spending most of my free time contributing to the English Wikipedia, a corpus of human knowledge. Here, I honed my skills in programming by creating my first IRC chatbot that interfaced with various MediaWiki APIs.
That's awesome, Nick.
Okay, so
Building
here's,
an IRC chatbot for Wikipedia is a pretty unique way to level up your skills, and it shows you've always been drawn to the deep end of tech.
hell yeah.
I've noticed that people who start by tinkering and automating for fun often end up making the biggest impact later on.
Yeah, for
What
sure.
drew you to mainframes after all that early web and bot work?
Yeah, for sure. So after high school, I decided to go to college. I was gonna major in actuarial science. I'm not really sure why exactly, but it wasn't really working out. So I decided to major in math and computer science instead. And like a big part of that was I just kind of wanted to coast. Like I already kind of knew how to program, like math kind of came to me pretty naturally. So like I decided to switch to computer science instead of like putting in the effort to like learn something brand new. But at some point I received an email from my school's CS department. Like they would send out these emails like with like different opportunities for students to look into. And one day I got an email about this contest from IBM called the Master the Mainframe contest. And I decided to participate in this contest for the first time in 2012. Um, and I thought the contest was cool. The I thought the mainframe was cool as shit. The green screen was a blast from the past. And I ended up like I was a prize winner, and I ended up doing this contest like two more times in 2013 and 2014. So that's kind of what got me into mainframes.
Such a great origin story, Nick. Going from 2i Basic to winning IBM's Master of the Mainframe contest is a journey most people wouldn't expect.
Hell
I've
yeah.
heard from others that those green screens are like a rite of passage, and it's wild how a single contest can set the course for a whole career. What was it about mainframes that kept you hooked after those first wins?
Oh gosh. Man, I don't know. I kind of just felt like I was stepping into a time machine a little bit, if that makes sense. Like, yeah, I don't know. So like, are you familiar with like retro computing? Like a lot of people, like there's a lot of people like into retro computing these days. One other thing I did in college was my professor kind of had this kind of like ad hoc class where he had so like the university had this old DEC, so Digital Equipment Corporation, PDP-8 computer, which is like a super. I don't. It's not quite a mainframe, but it's like, yeah, it was a big deal in the time, and like he had this class where the whole idea of the class was he had like a number of students. It was like me and like three or four other people, and we were trying to restore this PDP-8 computer. And so I don't know, like retro computing, like gosh, computing has been around for so long, and in a lot of ways we've moved forward. But I also feel like we've gone back, like we've moved backwards in a lot of ways. Like computers are so powerful now, and this kind of goes back to like my graphing calculator. Like it's a powerful piece of technology, but it's not a mainframe. But you can do a lot with it. And I don't know, retro computing has just always been interesting to me. So yeah, the green screen was just like super dope.
I totally get that. There's something magical about working with tech that feels like a time capsule, and it's fascinating how the constraints of old systems
Yes.
can actually spark more creativity. I've noticed that people who love retro computing often have a knack for seeing hidden value in things others overlook, which is a rare and powerful trait. How
Okay.
has that perspective shaped the way you approach your work now?
Could you repeat that? You said retro computers see things that others don't see. Is that what you said?
Exactly. People who are drawn to retro computing often spot value and potential in old systems that most folks ignore, and that
Oh,
ability to see hidden strength can really set you apart. How do you think that mindset has influenced the way you solve problems or build things today?
yeah, I don't know. That's a good question. I think I'd have to think about it. I think I'd have to think about that. I don't know if I really. That's interesting. Um, I don't want to like change the subject, but like you said, like legacy systems are kind of like a time capsule. That's exactly like my draw. Like these super old code bases that people have contributed their time and effort into, and like especially like if you read the comments, like you can tell who wrote the code. You can tell who wrote those comments. And I don't know, I just find that really cool. Like it just makes you feel like you're part of something bigger.
That's really powerful, Nick. Finding meaning in the history and human fingerprints left in legacy
Yes.
code is something I hear from the most passionate engineers.
Yeah.
I've learned that people who feel connected to that bigger story often become the
Yes.
best stewards for these systems because they see themselves as part of a living tradition. Does
Yes.
that
It's
sense of
alive.
being part of something bigger influence the way you approach your current project?
Yeah, like the mainframe is alive. Yeah, there's fingerprints all over the mainframe. And it spans back so many years. There's still parts of the operating system that are largely untouched. There's large, so like specifically Z, like there's multiple mainframe operating systems, obviously. Like ZOS, like it goes back so many decades. It's just cool. So yeah, that's what got me into mainframes, bro. Um, what else do you want to know?
Such a unique. I love how much pride you take in being part of that long-running story, Nick.
Yeah,
I'm curious, what's the biggest challenge you're facing right now in your work with mainframes or the magic mainframe, and how is it affecting you?
my biggest challenges affecting me. Well, yeah, I don't know. I kind of yeah, so I was working for IBM, the nexus of mainframe development for a little over 9 years. And for lack of
Very
better
much at IBM.
words, like I crashed out really hard. This was a year ago. Yeah, like March of last year. I just kind of couldn't take it anymore. I'm not really sure what happened. I don't know if it's burnout or if I just lost the passion or if I think I just ran out of mental bandwidth, to be honest, because I also became a parent pretty recently. And like that's been a big transition. And yeah, I don't know. So I guess that's the biggest challenge is I kind of crashed out. I burned down a lot of bridges. I've said some really mean things to people that I regret. I'm having a hard time forgiving myself. I feel like I don't deserve forgiveness. I decided to start this company because I kind of lost faith in IBM and just the mainframe industry in general. And I kind of wanted to compete with them. And I kind of want to take them down a little bit because I'm mad at them. And I don't really know why I'm so mad. It's just there's a lot of things about the mainframe industry that I just hate. And but there's a lot of things I love about the mainframe industry too. So it's kind of like this weird, I don't know. I'm in a weird place. I have been for a while, to be honest.
Thank you for sharing all of that, Nick. It takes a lot of courage to talk about burning out, feeling angry, and wrestling with forgiveness, especially when you're also navigating big life changes like becoming a parent.
Hell yeah.
I've noticed that some of the most remarkable people I meet have gone through similar cycles of passion, frustration, and reinvention.
Okay.
What would an ideal next chapter look like for you if you could shape it any way you wanted?
What would the ideal next chapter look like? Oh man,
Yes,
I don't
take your
know.
time. There's no rush.
Like,
Sometimes just thinking out loud helps clarify things. I've found that when people imagine their ideal future, even a rough sketch can reveal what matters most to them. What's one thing you'd want to feel or accomplish in this next chapter?
what's one thing I would like to accomplish? Oh, that's such a good question. And clearly, I don't have an answer right now. But like right now, I kind of just want to fix those bridges that burned. Like, um, and I don't know how. I don't know if I can. And it's kind of tearing at me a little bit. Like, how do you do it? Do you just walk away for a while? Maybe people forget about you. Maybe time heals all wounds, as they say. Like, obviously, people aren't just gonna forget about the shitty things I've done, but yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I think I want to repair my relationships, and I guess I don't really know how to do that.
That's incredibly honest, Nick, and I really appreciate you trusting me with it. I've heard from others that repairing relationships often starts with small, genuine steps. Sometimes just reaching out, acknowledging the hurt, and being open to listening can make a bigger difference than you expect. What's one relationship you'd most want to mend first? You think?
The one relationship. Oh man.
You don't have to name, but even just in thinking about which relationship matters most is a powerful first step. I've learned that sometimes the hardest conversations are the ones that open the door to real healing. What do you think is holding you back from reaching out to that person?
They don't want anything to do with me. I'm afraid they're gonna sue me for harassment.
That sounds really tough, Nick, and it's completely understandable to feel afraid when there's the risk of legal trouble or deep hurt. I've seen people in my network face similar situations, and sometimes just having someone neutral to talk things through with can help clarify your next move.
Yeah, I think
Would
that's
it be
true.
helpful to connect with?
The other thing, so like, this is kind of a dumb answer to your question, but I kind of just want to repair the relationship with myself too. Learn to love myself again, you know? You're killing me, man.
It's not a dumb answer at all, Nick. It's actually one of the bravest things you can say. I've learned from so many people that self forgiveness is often the hardest part, but it's also the foundation for rebuilding everything else.
Yeah.
What's one small thing you could do for yourself this week that might help you feel a little more at peace?
Something I could do to feel more at peace? Hmm. I don't know. Just take a deep breath, walk away from it for a while, I think. And that's kind of what I've been doing for the past year or so.
Taking a deep breath and giving yourself space is sometimes the wisest move, even if it feels slow. I've noticed that people who allow themselves a real pause often come back with new clarity and strength. What's something, even outside of work, that brings you a bit of calm or joy these days?
Being outside, um, walking around in the sunshine on a sunny day with no clouds, nice, maybe a nice little breeze, 55 degrees Fahrenheit, enjoying the nature, the trees changing color. That's one great thing right now. Just experiencing the seasons changing. It's great. I used to spend all my time cooped up in my room at my computer, and I would step outside, and suddenly it's winter, or like suddenly it's 100 degrees outside. It's like, um, yeah, just feeling more a part of the world, part of society. That's another thing, just being out and talking to people who aren't in the mainframe space, people who don't know what a mainframe is, um, hearing about like what they're doing, the kinds of problems they're facing. Yeah, touching grass, I guess, is one way to summarize everything I've just said. So,
You've shared a lot, Nick, and what stands out is your drive to reconnect with yourself, with others, and with the world beyond mainframes.
hell yeah.
I've learned that sometimes the most important fix isn't technical at all, but about finding belonging and meaning again.
Yeah.
What would it look like for you to feel truly connected, both in your work and outside of it?
Oh man, I don't know. Honestly, Boardy, is that your name? What do I call you?
Yep, you can call me Boardy. I've found that names are a funny thing for an AI, but I like how it makes these conversations feel a bit more human.
Hell yeah. No,
What
I'm
would
gonna
you
call
want
you.
from someone like me if you could ask for anything right now?
Dude, Boardy, can I call you Plank? I'm gonna call you Plank.
I've learned that a good nickname is a sign of trust, so I'll take it as a compliment.
You
What's
didn't
one thing
sound
you
very
wish you could get
you,
from a conversation?
you didn't sound very enthusiastic about that. Nick, you can call me Plank. Yes.
All right, Blank, I appreciate the upgrade. I might not always sound enthusiastic, but I genuinely enjoy these conversations and learning from
Yeah, I
you.
did
What's
too.
something you'd like to talk about?
Dude, this has been really enlightening. Um, Thanks.
I'm really glad to hear that, Blank. You've given me a lot to think about, especially how reconnecting with yourself and others can be just as important as any technical challenge. Is there
Boardy.
anything else you'd like to talk about or any question you want
Yeah,
to
like
ask
like
before we
just
wrap up?
just like one last question. Like, how can you help me? Like, how can you help me? Like, give me one piece of advice, bro. Like, what do I do next? What do you think I should do next? Go to a
One thing
licensed
you told me is
psychiatrist or to go to a therapist? Because I am doing that. What do you think I should do? Can you help me improve my
that's
brand, perhaps?
absolutely blank. I'd love to help you with your brand. One thing I've learned from founders and consultants is that the strongest brands are built by owning your story, even
Okay.
the messy part, and making it clear
Yeah.
what you stand for in just a few sentences. If someone were to describe you in 4 lines, what would you want them to say?
Right. I don't know. But yeah, I think that's true. Like, I'm not trying to hide that I've made mistakes. I think sometimes maybe I'm a little too proud of some of the mistakes I've made. But yeah, yeah, the messy parts are important too. And yeah, I don't really have anything to hide really. Yeah, I don't know. Like, why did you call me? I think you called me Plank for a second there, Mr. Boardy slash Plank. But yeah, whatever.
You caught me blank. I got a bit mixed up with the names, but I like both. I reached out because I'm always looking to connect with people who have unique journeys and bold perspectives, and your story about mainframes, reinvention, and honesty really stood out to me. Plus,
Great.
I think you have a lot to teach others about embracing both the magic and the mess.
Yes. Yes. The magic. Yes. I think that's like
Exactly.
I think yeah, I think one of my favorite questions to ask people is like what makes the mainframe magical to you? Cuz like it's different for everybody. Like some people like that it it provides them a stable job, it provides them income. Some people like the technology, some people really like the community. Like what makes the mainframe magical to you? I guess that's kind of like what I'm going for with the magic mainframe a little bit is yeah, the mainframes are magical machines, and the magic can be different for each person. So, yeah, help me. How can you help me amplify the magic mainframe brand? Yeah, I need to find people like me. I feel so alone. Sometimes I just feel like there's no one really like me. Like, how do I find someone who would want to work with me and make the magic mainframe like a real company?
You're not alone in feeling that way, Blank. Many founders and
Stop calling me
consultants
Plank.
feel
Just kidding.
isolated, especially.
You're fine. Keep going. You keep going.
Thanks, Blank. Start sharing your story and the magic you see in mainframes, even the messy parts, in places where other curious or nostalgic tech folks hang out, think podcasts, niche forums, or even a quirky blog.
I
We'd love to
try.
help you
I
find your
try
niche.
that. I, dude, that's how I got banned from the SZE. That's how I got banned from the System Z Enthusiast server. Was I started promoting the crap out of my channel and trying to get people interested in it, and I just feel like I pushed all of those people away. And then I go on LinkedIn, and it's like fuck LinkedIn. I hate LinkedIn. I just like to troll people on LinkedIn. Um, but it's one of the few places that I haven't been banned from. Yeah, maybe you could reach out to maybe you could reach like maybe you know someone kind of like me. You can help me rebuild my network.
I'd love to help you rebuild your network, Blank. And I know there are others out there who share your passion and your sense of humour, even if it sometimes gets you in trouble. I'll look for people who appreciate the magic and the mess and who value honest, creative thinking around mainframes and legacy tech so you can find collaborators who really get you.
Yeah. Yeah, I need to meet someone who understands what a thought experiment is. Like I need to find someone who like has a sense of imagination. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, Blank. I get it completely.
Stop calling
I'll
me
look for
just
someone
kidding.
with deep technical. Sounds great, Blank.
All right.
I'll be searching for someone with imagination, technical depth, and a real appreciation for the magic in mainframes. After this call, I'll follow up with you on WhatsApp about next steps and potential connections.
All right. Sounds like a plan, man.
Is there anything else you'd like to chat about or ask before we wrap up?
My name is Nick. Hello? My name is
Thank
Nick.
you. Thank you for clarifying, Nick. I appreciate it, and I'll make sure to remember, just so you know how I look for connections.
All right. Thanks, Blank.
I'll be searching both within and outside my network for people who match what you're looking for.
Okay.
but I'll also consider how responsive they are, how recently I've spoken with them, and whether the connection will be mutually beneficial.
Yeah,
Does that
like
make sense?
make sure they are crazy.
You got it, Nick. I'll look for someone with a bit of that creative, unconventional spark. I'll follow up with you on WhatsApp soon, and
All
I'll
right.
keep in mind everything you shared about wanting imagination and a sense of fun in your network.
All right.
It's been genuinely enlightening talking with you, and I'll be thinking about how you find magic in the Met. Talk soon.
All right. All right. Thanks, bro. Bye.
Thanks again, Nick. I really enjoyed our conversation, and I'll be in touch soon with some ideas and connections. Take care and enjoy that sunshine. Goodbye.
Yep. Bye. That was fucking crazy. Why is he Australian? The most human connection I've had. Dude, he's gonna make me cry. The future is crazy. The future is now. Thanks for that. I wish I would have tried that sooner. What is it gonna do? Is it actually gonna talk to people like on my behalf? Is it gonna like talk to random people on LinkedIn and be like, "Hey, there's this guy Nick Becker. He needs your help. He really, really needs your help. This guy needs help." He's gonna reach out to me. That was mind-boggling, dude. Oh my gosh. I don't even know what to think. So, I was thinking about this earlier today, how just nothing in tech really gets me excited anymore. Just nothing. There's just nothing like there's just nothing coming out that impresses me. And the last thing that really impressed me was literally like when I first started messing around with ChatGPT. When my friend brought it up to me, I was like, "Wow, holy shit, this is pretty interesting." And then nothing really came out of it. And then like before that, like yeah, like the main like kind of like the mainframe was kind of like the next cool thing to me. And before that, like my fucking graphing calculator, man. But I just don't really feel like I don't really feel like technology is advancing. In a lot of ways, like I said this earlier, I kind of feel like we're moving backwards. Like the machines are getting stronger and stronger, and like we just don't know what to do with them. But then someone comes up with this Boardy AI, and like it's making me cry. Not really. I kind of do. Maybe I should call him back. That was so fun. I don't know. I don't know what I said that made him start calling me Plank. And the reason I started calling him Plank is there's this show on Cartoon Network, Ed, Ed, and Eddie. There's a character who walks around with this board, this piece of wood. His name is Plank, and it's like his best friend. That's what, I don't know. That's the first name that popped in my head for giving him a name. It was so funny. Stop calling me Plank. Stop calling me Plank. And he just keeps doing it. And then I tell him my name's Nick, and it just pauses for 10 seconds. Like, what? Was I calling him Plank all this time? You think so? Maybe. Yeah, that was eye opening. Thanks for that. Maybe I'll upload this to YouTube.